Hello and welcome back to Dalek Caan. Today in this video, I'm going to be doing another backyard, except this one it's not in my backyard. It's actually in my room. Yeah, another backyard that's not the backyard type, backyard brains video, whatever. I'm afraid I don't have any brains, so instead, I'm going to refer to myself because he has brains. Yeah, very confusing intro, but whatever. So, the reason why I'm lying down is because I can't find a phone stand, if you're wondering. But anyway, today, we're going to be making something very, very interesting, slightly dangerous, and, well, just fun in general. And it involves this, as well as a couple of tent pegs, and the best thing to use is a vacuum cleaner motor. Let me just get the worst things. So unfortunately, I've already done the bit with the tent peg, and I have a bit of copper wire here. So, oh my god, this video started off really, really badly, but whatever. So, what we have here is a very, very thick copper wire. It's about what, maybe like 2 mil. It's actually very, very thick for copper wire. Except, it isn't actually copper wire. If I just scrape off a bit of the end here, there we go. Like so, you can actually see that there's actually some kind of, there's like an enameled coating on it. And that's what gives it the coppery look. But it's actually steel rod. So yeah, it's pretty, as you see, it's pretty flexible. But that's wire for you. So, I'm not sure what material that is. It looks to be like aluminium or something. But anyway, this came off a very, very heavy thing. As I say, it's a vacuum cleaner motor. That's this. And this weighs about maybe 2 kilos, so it's pretty heavy. Seriously, the motor itself is absolutely huge. The motor itself is about that big. And this is just a magnet. But wait a minute, where's the magnets? Let me just show you something. I'm not sure if it still retains it, but see? No interaction. See? Absolutely no interaction. So, if this is a magnet, why is it magnetic? Because it's not turned on. That's right, I said it needs to be turned on. It has to be turned on for there to be magnetism. So, as you can see here, there's a lot of metal plates there, right? It's a little bit rusted. Now, you see these here, the copper wires are actually wrapped around the magnets. The actual motor sits in here. So, if you pull apart a larger magnet, well, sorry, what am I saying? Wake up, Alex. I said my name, whatever. But yeah, if you pull apart one of those hobby motors, you'll see that inside there's 2 little magnets, like that, and the shaft is inside, and that's what turns it. Who's put a battery in the wrong way into a motor? It spins the other way, doesn't it? Doesn't matter which way you put it in, it still spins. It's because when you pass a magnet, when you pass an electric current through a wire, that wire actually becomes slightly magnetic. Ever so slightly. Not much, but ever so slightly. The awesome thing is that it actually travels clockwise. So if the direction is traveling towards you at the moment, it's actually traveling like that. And it's traveling down the wire like that. So it's going like that. So, when you do that, I've forgotten how it does it, but it just so happens that if you wrap a copper wire around a steel rod or something like that in a row, so starting off, I'm not actually going to use this screwdriver for it. Actually, you don't have to use a screwdriver. You can use anything you want, really. If you start wrapping it as close as you can, I'm doing this a very bad job, like that, all the way down the length, this actually becomes magnetized, but only when it's turned on. So it's an electric magnet. Let's shorten that down to the words electromagnet. This is what you end up with. So as I say, what you want to do is wrap the tent peg around, wrap the copper wire around, wrap the tent peg around the copper wire. That'll be hard. Wrap the copper wire around the tent peg. So, as you can see, what are we missing? Power. Kids, do not shove this in your power socket. Don't shove anything into your power socket, unless, of course, it's either broken, like completely broken, i.e. out of the wall and not connected to anything. So, let's grab a battery, shall we? I have a 9-volt here. This is your best thing, right? That's actually backwards for me on the phone. So yeah. So what you would have seen is electromagnet. I see electromagnet. Whatever. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Battery. So, this will become very, very, very hot, okay? Because every single wire, no matter how thick, no matter how whatever, it will still cause resistance. Imagine you're on the freeway, and a whole lot of cars need to go from 6 lanes to 1 lane. You're going to need a lot of either crashes or, like, yeah, you're going to have a lot of stuff. You have a lot of shenanigans going on. So, that's basically this. All these cars trying to fit through this one little slot. That's what they do. A resistor is basically just a very, very thin wire. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, hook your battery up to your thing. As I say, remember it will get very, very, very hot, so don't hold it for too long. And you'll know it's working by the fact that if you look very carefully at the end of, well, at the bit where the copper wire touches, like that. I don't know if it'll show it on camera. It might not. Yeah, you probably can't see it on camera, but whatever. Oh, it's already getting warm. So, but what you're creating here is called a dead short. Literally, there's nothing in the way of it. It's literally going from one end, straight through the wire, to the other. Meanwhile, it's actually magnetizing the rod. As you see, right? So, there is no interaction, okay? Okay, no interaction. Now, oh, wait a minute, I might stand that on end if I can. See, no interaction, okay? Now, let's hook the battery up. Once again, kids, don't hold for too long. And don't shove it in the power socket. In fact, in the power socket, it won't even work because it's going positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, 50 times a second. So, you know, it's going to literally go on, off, on, off, on, off. Sorry, it's going to go, it's literally just going to flip around like that a lot. Plus, you'll also electrocute yourself, so, you know. Never, ever, ever touch live wires unless you know what you're doing. This is DC. It will not electrocute me no matter how hard I try. So, here we go. Ready? Yeah, and you have an electromagnet. And if you want proof that it actually is an electromagnet, see, look, no strings, okay? No strings, no nothing, okay? So it gets hot pretty quick, so... Still getting hot. Seriously, guys, it gets hot very, very quick. So, let's just get something, there we go. A bit of copper wire here. Well, fake copper wire. So, we'll just move here. I think this is actually dead, but we'll try it anyway. Now, guys, if your wires don't reach, just unravel it a bit. Obvious, but, you know. Oh, hello, might not be. Oh, this isn't dead at all. Watch this, guys. As I say, the battery will get very hot. Do not let it get too hot. Do not keep it on there. Otherwise, you'll blow the battery up. It will actually explode. Like, bang! Fire and, you know, not fire and water, but, you know, it will catch fire. It's a very, very, very powerful thing, a battery. Watch this, guys. Oh, I was doing it before. Try it the other way around. Ah, whatever. Alright, maybe I just need to let it cool down a bit, but whatever. Yeah, but that lifted up pretty high. So, yeah, that's that. Now, there is another thing that has a coil a bit like this. Now, I'm not completely certain how this thing works, except the thing I'm about to show you is very dangerous. It will not electrocute you, but it will give you a very, very, very nasty burn. And I'll give you a hint, this isn't enough. However, what I'm currently holding is enough power too. I'm not going to plug it in, partly because it's not finished. It is almost finished though, and this is a sneak peek of what it is. Actually, wait a minute. Let's do some video editing. Ready? There we go. That probably went pretty badly because it probably wasn't in the correct position, but whatever. So, as you can see, it isn't quite finished. Like, there's still a couple of things to put on there. Remember I was telling you about resistors? That's a resistor. I'll just focus it. That's a resistor. It's pretty small, actually. So, I'll just put it on my face. There we go. There. Right, so. Here we go. We've got the coil. Alright, let's do a bit better video editing this time. There we go. I literally just dropped it, but whatever. So. This is 350 turns. It's probably 349 by now, but whatever. So, this wire is less than 1 millimeter thick. It is very, very thin. And this isn't a solid bit of copper. This is actually really, really light. Seriously, guys, it's very light. Look. That is so light they can even do that. With this, it's actually really, really, really heavy. It looks very light, but it's actually super heavy. Seriously, guys, this is so light. This slight weight is probably less than 1 gram. But this is the bit. This is the good bit. That looks very complicated. It's actually pretty simple. You literally just look at all the things on the labels. Like it says 15 to 24 volts, and obviously that's a power adapter. That's that bit there. And it says BD243, there's a label on there's a label on it. If the one that says BD243, solder it in. And I think I did a pretty good soldering job. Dad soldered a bit of it, but I did most of it. So yeah, where's the resistor? Where's the resistor? Oh. Phew. Close one. So yeah, this resistor goes in the middle. Resistors don't have a polarity. Polarity basically means positive or negative. Neither does this. So this, I'll just put that down there like that. This goes in there, and then this sits on there like so. Then this wire wraps around it and goes into the 2 pods on either side. 2 pods? 2 holes. So yeah, it kind of looks... So yeah, basically that's how it is. Obviously it's not glued in. So just up until I was editing the video that I realised that I haven't actually explained what this is. This is coming up. This is called a Tesla coil. Now, I said it was very, very dangerous. And seriously, it is actually very, very dangerous. Because when this is all up and running, it produces an electric arc here. And if you were to touch that arc, you get a nasty burn on your fingers. Seriously, because this is basically an electromagnet with such a high power. Seriously, this is 15 volts going in. And put it this way, the voltage coming out of there is still DC, direct current. Basically, it doesn't go positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, like alternating current. Is higher than 1,000 volts. It's higher than 2,000. It's higher than 100,000 volts. So if it was AC power, it's definitely enough to electrocute me. Zap, I'm dead. Thankfully, this isn't AC power. This is DC. Now, you may notice that there's actually 2 terminals on here. We've got that one, which is the power. I'll just take that out for now. And we've also got that one. Now, oddly enough, for some reason, which I have no idea, a car AUX cable fits in it. I'm kidding, of course I know why. See? If it goes in, there we go. There we go, see? Fits perfectly. And the reason for that is because this is a speaker. Seriously, it's actually a speaker. This plays music. This plays songs, whatever, audiobooks, podcasts, you name it, this will play it. How does a speaker work? Brrr, brrr, on a frame, right? What if you could vibrate the air particles with electricity? You can. Tesla coil. This has nothing to do with the Tesla, but it does have something to do with Nikola Tesla, because he made the first one of these. Now, when I finish this, I'll be doing another video on it. And you're going to love what you see. However, before we do that, Mum has just brought to me. And that thing is another electronic kit, except this one does not require soldering. It is this. So this is an electronics kit, and unfortunately I can't do a screen recording of me going through it because iMovie just won't let me edit screen recordings, which is why the Pokemon Go series wasn't working very well. So, yeah, so this has got a load of stuff. It's got transistors, jumper wires, powerhouse. Oh, yawning again. resistors you can see on the right, and a breadboard which you can see just coming on the left. And in the middle, right in the center, is the buzzers. I think the buzzers. And just the little black thing there. That is a well, the big black thing is the powerhouse, and yeah. So can't wait to show you this, guys. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later. Bye.